I've done a lot of videos now lately talking about weapons, right? Different styles of weapons. I've done a video talking about miniature weapons. I've done a video talking about non-weapons. They look like weapons, right? Is this my new big series? Probably not. Is it my new series that you'll keep your eyes on page? Yeah, probably a little bit, but here we go. You ready? Let's get down to the show. Drag it from my lead. What's on the road? Do it. So I got one on my mind, man. If I seem off, it's not anything to do with me or that I'm tired, which might be a little bit of the case, but get down to it. Cause there's nothing to it but to do it. Okay? Let's talk about then nothing else but the one, the only family. Not just any family. Charles Manson. That's right. Talk about Charles Manson. Now, Charles Manson, a man who is famous for a cult, famous for having people killed, right? Two different times, not being there for the first one, possibly being there for the second one, but for obvious reasons. People, there's no proof of him ever killing anybody, but no one knows for sure if he did or didn't. And he died at the age of 80. But and his followers, his family. Yep. Okay. All because he wanted to make music and people told him no. Crazy, right? Then of course, we go to the 1990s, 95, when we got the alien cult. The people that believed in aliens were willing to kill themselves, the suicide alien cult, 1995. But now, they all killed themselves, but they all made a video beforehand, right, stating how the world's going to end, seeing how they thought the world was going to end. But the holy gemstone didn't end the way they thought it was going to end. But it's still here 30 years later. Okay. Next up, on cults. Is the one the only North Carolina's own that's right. You might know them best for Kool-Aid. That's right. A guy who killed roughly 2,000 people From Kool-Aid? No. Killed 7 of his people from Kool-Aid. Killed the other half from, you guessed it, bombs. He made bombs. That's right. This is cult following. Cults, how they died. Right? But it's crazy. And he put a gun to his head. Before he put guns to a kid's head and told people to leave because he thought there was FBI. It wasn't federal agents. He's just nuts. Okay, next up on the list of family that ain't family, we're going to Sweet Home Virginia. Yep, sweet old home Virginia here. You know, let's go with the backwards. A guy who wanted to F every woman in his own community. Right? Wait, hold on. His story starts in Virginia. Let me rephrase that. His story starts in Virginia. Okay. The story starts in Virginia. He's from Virginia. His mom beats him up. Mom molests him. Yep, you heard me. His biological mom fucked the kid up. Physically and mentally. Okay? Now this happened in the 60s or 50s. Okay? And then he goes to Texas. And then he has sex with a lot of women. Has kids with a lot of women. And of course, in the mid-90s, he gets taken over by cops because he's trying to sell guns, illegally modified guns. Yeah. That's cults for you. Or should I say twisted family. Family members that have murdered other family members. Now the first part of this video is talking about cults. Well, starting off this list with the most obvious and probably the most known. But is the one, the only Gypsy Rose. Yep. Now, she got 10 years because she lied. She said her boyfriend did it. I don't think her boyfriend had much of anything to do with it. Okay? That's my story behind that one. Gypsy Rose. Okay, then of course we got none of her. The number one. Gypsy Rose and who else, man? The one, the only, has not been proven, probably the most famous. That's why 43 hacks to the mother, you know who I'm talking about, and 41 hacks to the dad, and 42 hacks to the brother. That's right. All for the sight of love. Okay? Okay. That one guy, can't think of his name, that killed his wife and killed his kids, and put his kids in a silo. True story. They made a movie about it. All because he couldn't take the pressure anymore of being a parent. Yep. That happened in 2013. A year before Gypsy Rose killed her mom. Okay? Next up. Now, every story I've said so far is pretty much true. Okay? Next up is the one, the only. You all know it. You probably hate it. Why do people try to kill their kids and eat their babies? There's a story from a few years ago. I think her name was Mandy or some shit. Of this woman who tried to eat her kid. She tried to feed her kid to her husband. You know, and he ate it, most of it. No joke. And he's like, this is yummy, what is it? He's like, that's her kid. He's like, no, for real, what is this? She's like, that's her son. What? Yeah. So yeah, people do some fucked up shit.